Hello, Mrs. Powell.
Hello, how are you?
Why are we here today?
Well, we are here to officially advertise for my company, The Colors of Conversation, LLC.
What is your background in the arts?
My background mainly consists of my acting from a little girl. I did school plays and church productions, which most people will do anyway. And then I went into theater and more recently film, TV, and commercials.
Tell us more about your company.
Oh, okay. Well, The Colors of Conversation, LLC, is a film production company that I created to be able to use as a vehicle to express my experience with cancer that I had in 2019. Some people will write a book. I wanted to do a little documentary on it. I'm also using this as a way for others to tell their story, because we all have a lot of stuff to talk about, and it's not to really recreate the wheel. It's more so to just tell it from another person's point of view. The documentary is called Get Marked, Reset, Go, and it's currently on YouTube. It's been shown at different cancer-related banquets where the guests, as well as the physicians, have given it very good reviews.
What is your primary focus with what you're doing now?
My main focus is to involve the young people right now more so, and give them a vehicle to use for being on set before they make a commitment to having a coach or taking classes. I've been told in some cases the kids can't afford classes, their parents can't afford classes or hire a coach. But this way they get a true sense of what set life is like without making that commitment first, because sometimes you get into it thinking, this is going to be fun and games, and it's really not. It's work, it's serious work. So this way they get to experience that without making that commitment. But hopefully they will get bit by that bug and decide, yes, I want to do this. That way I can then direct them to a coach, or I can coach them myself, or get them involved that kind of way.
What projects have you done or have in the works?
Currently, I have a couple of projects that I'm working on with a gentleman by the name of Cliff Mason, My Sharper Images, working on that with me. We have our own little small crew, but we're working at it. And then a few other things that I've been casted in a few other productions, so that's what I'm currently doing.
For everyone listening, what do you want them to do?
Well, if they are really, really interested, they can get to my website over there, or any of my social media. But if they go to my website, they'll get all that information. And just send me their contact information. That way I can add them to my roster, as well as pass their information on to other producers, casting directors that I'm affiliated with, and possibly get them on their roster based on their type, being age, gender, height, whatever they may be looking for.
When did you know you wanted to be an actress?
Oh gosh. This is a funny story. Yes, I knew when I was a little girl living in New Orleans. We were in a grocery store, and my brother did something that I know he's not proud of, but he stole something off the box of soap powder. And one of the other customers saw him and told my mother and father. So when we get home, we lived in a house that's called a shotgun house, where you can look straight through the house. And my dad was going to whip all of us, which is a little bit more than a spanking. And my mother said, no, let me take Diane, you deal with the boys. And so she closed the doors to put us in the room, and no one could see in the room. And she said to me, so when I hit the bed, you better scream and holler as if I hit you. And I looked at her like, hit what? I was like, oh, okay, I can do that. So she got to hitting the bed and whipping the bed, and I screamed, hollered, cried, everything. And I realized, I can do this. I can really act. Because she had not hit me, but I acted it out.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.